All right. Hello, everybody. We are live, and I'm Zach. I'm with GravityKit. I run the. I'm the CEO or whatever.
Hey everybody, I'm Casey. I'm the marketing coordinator here at GravityKit.
Yeah, and today we are going to go through some of what we're offering during the Black Friday sale. We're going to be talking about what is GravityKit, what do we do, how do we do it, uh, what value we bring to your company and your um, agency and your business. Uh, and yeah, um, we're here to answer any questions that you have. So make sure to leave questions in the comments, and we are here to answer anything you want to talk about.
Yeah, if you can see us on the website, feel free to click through to YouTube. You can post comments there in the live chat, and we will be happy to answer any questions that you have. You're still muted, I think, Zach.
I'm going to clear the cache on our website just to be sure. Oh, I see us on the website. That's good.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Let me check.
So,
Yeah.
Casey,
Nice.
Black Friday 2024 at GravityKit. We have a lot of sales going on.
Yeah, we do. Black Friday 2024. It's our biggest sale in the year by far, and we have a lot of incredible deals. We have a 50% discount on all of our add-ons and yearly licenses. And then we also have a special lifetime deal. Just for this sale only, just for the next week, we are offering a lifetime all access plan. And that is $500 off during this period. So, yeah, that's a fantastic deal. If you have an all access pass, you might want to think about upgrading to that while you can. If you're an agency and you use GravityKit on multiple websites or you're planning to, that's also a great deal. So yeah, and of course, all of our individual add-ons are also 50% off. So there's a lot of good deals, a lot of things to browse and see what kind of new tools you want to add to your Gravity Forms kit.
Yeah, and one of the things that we're introducing this year for our sale, for the first time ever, we're doing lifetime access to individual add-ons. So if you want to have individual add-on for life, like Gravity View, you can buy a Gravity View lifetime license without buying all access lifetime license, which is something we haven't done before, which is really cool. So like import entries, you want to buy import entries lifetime, that's something you can do now at a steep discount. And I think it's a really good deal.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have any questions about any of the deals or any of our products, feel free to post a question in the chat. We'll be happy to answer it. Want to make sure you have all the information you need so that you can get the tools that you need for your website.
Yeah, and we are live, and we are here to not only answer questions about the sale, but we're also here to answer questions about how to use GravityKit. Oh, look who it is! It's Ken. Hi, Ken. Good
Hey,
to see
Ken.
you. Happy Monday. um, so one of the things we're going to go over today, Casey, is what you can do with GravityKit and the different use cases that we have, because there are a lot of different things you can do. A lot of different people, like one of the problems that we have at GravityKit is describing all the things you can do because it's so powerful. And so we try to break it down into different types of customers and different types of like use cases that they might have. So one of the people that we try to focus on, one of the customer profiles, is education. Like a lot of educators use GravityKit to manage their workflows, and there are a lot of use cases for educators. And I was I was thinking that we could talk about some of those.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, that's a great point. Schools, universities use our tools. Um, a lot of schools are working with tight budgets and they need to build things like student registration systems or an event management platform, some kind of sort of data management system. And you can do that really simply using GravityKit on top of Gravity Forms.
Yeah, and an example is like we have, with schools, they often pay thousands of dollars a year for tools like Blackboard and all these very complicated, very expensive tools, and you can recreate that stuff with Gravity Forms and GravityKit with just a couple of forms. You got your teacher's form, you got your students' forms, you got your classes' forms, and you can connect them all with GravityKit and build these powerful CRUD applications, which are like, you could build these powerful applications that manage all your classes, manage all your students, manage all their parents, manage everything using GravityKit tools, and pay one price for GravityKit and Gravity Forms, and save tens of thousands of dollars a year over these proprietary systems that you don't own the data, but with GravityKit you do. This is all possible on your own website, private to your own WordPress installation. Nobody's training data off of you. Nobody's gonna jack the price up if you have more entries, for example. That's not something that we will ever do, or nor will Gravity Forms. But that's something that people do in the education space all the time. You have more than 500 students, well, guess what? You pay more money per month, and that's not how we do things here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, can you show us what you're looking at and close the video maybe?
Oh, it's popped up again. Yeah. So this is a great case study to highlight for the kind of education space. This is a case study we did with Rochelle Victor, who's a web developer, built some incredibly powerful data management systems for a school. And actually, there's a great quote if I go down here, which kind of sums up what you were talking about, Zach. Yeah, and they said, I'm in awe of how easy it was to create a fully functioning system at the fraction of a cost of other SIS systems, student information systems, on the market. So yeah, just like Zach was mentioning, a lot of schools rely on these student information systems, which are essentially like these very expensive SaaS platforms. And you can recreate that functionality just on your own website, your own install, using Gravity Forms and GravityKit. And here are some kind of screenshots of what Rochelle built. And these are different parts of the system. She has a scheduling system here for events with this nice calendar using our Gravity Calendar add-on. There is also a whole bunch of other components here. There's like a report filing platform here. There's also a online library where you can take out books and see available books. And yeah, I believe there's like overall there's like 10 different modules that are part of this system.
Yeah, and instead of trying to piece together, so one of the problems that you get when you do like a SaaS service, or that I encounter a lot, is, okay, I'm really excited about a specific functionality, so I sign up for this SaaS, and it has almost everything I want, but it's missing an important component. With GravityKit, you can just build that component and have that added to your existing application that you've built for your needs. So let's say you need a document library that you didn't realize you needed before. With GravityKit, you can just add a new form, create a new view, restrict it to whomever needs access to that document library, and voila. You've got a new application that's the equivalent of signing up for a new SaaS. And it's all built into what you get with GravityKit, which is a really nice thing about building your own applications with our tools. Is it's so flexible and it's so powerful that you can replicate nearly anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And a reminder, if anyone has any questions, please do let us know. We're happy to answer any questions you have about the products or the deals for Black Friday or anything else that's on your mind. We're currently just talking about some use cases for GravityKit. One of the use cases we've noticed is in the education space for creating information systems. And this is a really great case study that we're highlighting here. Yeah, another great use case that one of our most popular ones, in fact, is the student registration system that you can build with Gravity Forms and Gravity View. And this is a guide that we have on our website. Gets a lot of views, and lots of people are interested in this. And essentially, it's sort of a way to replicate functionality that you might need an expensive SaaS platform for, just using Gravity Forms and Gravity View. So you have a form where you can register students, and then Gravity View allows you to display that information in like a front-end table or database, which you can filter and restrict. You can restrict access to that as you need. You have advanced search functionality and filtering capabilities on there as well. You can export the data. You can really do a lot of stuff. And this is kind of just an example of what that might look like. But you have a lot of flexibility with Gravity View to kind of create different layouts for your data and customize things as you see fit.
Yeah, and one of the things to keep in mind whenever you see any of our demonstrations is to remember that this is all flexible data based on the forms that you have on your website. So even if you're not an educator, and even if you don't have school registration, like student registration needs, maybe you have customers that have forms that they need to submit to request, like we have a customer that uses our tools for backlogs of their requests for manufacturing custom wood products. So like bowls and tables and things like that. He's a carpenter, one of our customers, and he uses it as an order management system. So yes, this is a student registration system we're looking at right now, but it's so flexible that you can take this and kind of infer the other things that you can do. So keep in mind that all the other use cases when you're looking at what we're showing today.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we have so many of these guides because our tools really are so flexible that they cover a wide array of use cases, which is really one of the advantages if you're building websites for clients and you're taking on different projects. It's really nice not to have to learn a new plugin or a new set of tools from scratch, right? You could just use the same toolkit to create different apps depending on what the client requires. So that's definitely one of the advantages with GravityKit. And then, of course, like Zach was mentioning, we have a lot of different plugins in our toolkit that all are very well integrated. So when you require additional functionality, you can add that on pretty easily.
Yeah, it's true. So education is one use case, but we have a lot of different use cases we could talk about.
Yeah, we do.
But before we do, actually, Casey, let's highlight our sale and remind
Yes.
people what we're dealing with here in terms of the goodies that are offered.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So let's actually go through what's on offer. So if you're not aware, you can go to gravitykit.com/black-friday to see all the deals. Right at the top here, we have the all access pass, and there's an annual or a lifetime option. And this essentially gives you access to everything that we have. So it includes all of our add-ons, as well as Gravity View Pro with everything that has.
And everything that we will have over the next year if you do the annual,
yes.
or if lifetime, it's everything we will ever make, which is really cool. Because I'm excited about what we have planned for the next year, let alone what we have planned forever. That's really it's going to be it's already a great value. It's going to just continue to provide value for the lifetime of your all access pass, which is as long as GravityKit's around. Oh, thank you,
Absolutely.
Ken.
And oh,
Ken writes,
wonderful.
to anyone thinking if the product is worth it, I highly recommend the entire suite of products. Thank you, Ken. It's great to hear.
Thank you,
Eh,
Ken. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's such a good point you mentioned because this is something that's going to continue to grow in value as we add additional products in the future.
yeah. And one of the things that I know that when I did client work, what I used to do is I used to buy plugins knowing that I would have more clients that needed it in the future, right? So as an agency, if you're looking at GravityKit and you're wondering, oh, well, maybe I could get this from one site or 3 sites or something like that. You can, if you get our 50 site all access lifetime, you can build 50 client websites on your license key for the price of one package, which is like planning ahead. You will thank yourself every single time you build out a site and say, oh, I have the right tools for this. I can implement this without even thinking about it because I already know how to use it. I know it's powerful and flexible enough, and I know it's going to be well maintained, well supported. And that's what you get with GravityKit is like great products, great support.
Yep, totally. And yeah, so scrolling down here, um, our next plan here is Gravity View Pro. So Gravity View is our sort of flagship add-on. It's a very flexible add-on for Gravity Forms that allows you to essentially display your data on the front end. But it's much more than that. You can build CRUD applications and like all kinds of dynamic web applications using your Gravity Forms data. And the Gravity View Pro package includes Gravity View, but also all of our premium extensions for Gravity View and premium layouts. So an example of that is our Maps layout, which allows you to display Gravity Forms entries as markers on a Google map. So this is really cool for building like geolocation directories and like store locators and things like that.
Yeah, and
So
it's
yeah.
also cool for, let's say you have a donation form and you want to show a map of the world showing where your donors have donated from. With Gravity View Pro, you could have the form, you can have a map showing existing donors and a list of donors and their donation amounts underneath it. Partially anonymized if you want to only show their first name and partial and initial of the last name. It's perfect for donation management, and Gravity Forms makes donations so easy to do, including subscription donations like recurring donations and one-time donations. So that's a perfect example of where Gravity View Pro, you don't have another plugin installed. You just use the same plugin you already have installed for other applications that you've built out. So that it makes it so easy to do.
Yeah, any data you collect with Gravity Forms, you can harness that data with Gravity View and create front-end displays um, and like dynamic web applications. You can display data in a table or using our list layout. We have a brand new view builder that's going to be out very soon, which essentially allows you to construct your own layouts with rows and columns like you would with a page builder. Everything's drag and drop. It's super powerful. You can literally, if you're building a directory or something, you can get it set up within 5 minutes.
Mhm.
It's really that easy. And yeah, some of the popular use cases include things like directories, job boards, even. People have built task management systems as well, all kinds of stuff. Cool. So scrolling down. Well, this is a great testimonial actually that we had from Eric, who said Gravity View is absolutely an essential plugin for our business. It gives us the ability to quickly and easily deliver effective and efficient web tools to our clients to meet their unique needs.
Yeah, and thank you, Eric, for providing that testimonial. And that's what we love to see is people um, who use our tools to save them time. Like I know that it, when you're considering what tools to build, there are a lot of different options out there. You want to make sure that you have something that fits well with you, like with your concept of how things work. As a developer, I use a lot of tools that integrate with GitHub, and I try them out. and they don't have the right fit for me. Like they don't work the same way my mental model works. So I'm not going to say that GravityKit is the right tool for you. I'm going to say that GravityKit might be, and this sale is an incredible opportunity to get into GravityKit. Give it a try. I guarantee it will save you time and it will work well for you. And if you don't have that experience, we will give you your money back. That's how it works. Like, not everything's perfect fit for how people's brains work, and that we're not all the same. We're not all the same humans. I try a lot of GitHub integrations, and I end up just using GitHub. So if you have tools that you prefer to GravityKit, I highly recommend you use them. I think that GravityKit fits well with my mental model, and our team has the same opinion, and our customers love what you can do with GravityKit. And hopefully, GravityKit's the right mental model for you. So give it a try. We have 50% off every single add-on we offer, every single annual plan we offer, and we are offering $500 on all access, $500 discount. It's a great time to give GravityKit a try. Buy it now, give it a try. Ask us questions. We're here to answer any questions you have. But we guarantee that you're going to love it and it's going to save you time.
Yeah. So taking a look at some of the add-ons that we offer. Here we also have annual and lifetime options. And this is the first time we're offering lifetime for individual plugins.
Hey, Casey, 1 second. We have a question from Ken. What's the time frame for the release of the layout builder? First quarter or second quarter next year? We were just on a dev call, Ken, and we are planning on having it first quarter next year. We already have an early build that you can install. So reach out to support and we can provide you with a plugin that adds the functionality and the layout, and you can early demonstrate. We can share that with you for like early access to it. You can test it out, see how it works. But we're just talking about merging it with GravityKit, Gravity View Core. We're planning on first quarter, like early first quarter, hopefully. I'm excited about it because, man, Casey, it's just gonna it's gonna transform. You can already do so much with Gravity View, and this is just gonna make it like exponentially more powerful.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be huge. So yeah, the layout builder is the new layout coming to Gravity View. This plugin on the left very soon, and then
$64. That's a good deal. Like,
that's a good deal.
just a reminder, people charge like 2 or 3 times that per hour for agency pricing. So that's less than a half hour of your time that you're billing to clients to get access to something that will save you hours. So that's, I mean, these are good prices for access to our add-ons.
Yeah, these are very good. So here we have on the right is Gravity Import. This is a tool that lets you import entries to Gravity Forms from a CSV file. So Gravity Forms allows you to export data, but it doesn't allow you to import data. So this adds the kind of missing functionality, and it's a very powerful add-on. All you need to do is upload your CSV, and then you map the fields to the correct, or you map the columns in your CSV to the correct field types in Gravity Forms, and the importer just works its magic. And yeah, it just makes it super quick, super easy if you need to migrate entries to like a new install or something like that. And it can handle thousands of entries without any issue.
Yeah, and I wanted to feature what we were just talking about is about the capabilities that we're offering and all these individual add-ons that Casey's talking about now. Michael Kassler from 43 Folders Technology Solutions says, Gravity View is saving us so many hours of development time. It's tremendously worth the price. Other competitors in the space haven't been able to provide the same capabilities. Like, tremendously worth the price. So many hours of development time, and then you're looking at $64 for this. Boy, that's a steal. That's a good deal.
Yeah, and these are the kinds of things we hear from customers all the time.
Hmm.
So yeah, give it a go. We guarantee you'll be impressed. All right, so scrolling down, here we have Gravity Export, which is a really powerful, robust solution for exporting data from Gravity Forms. And we handle a variety of formats. You can export directly to Excel format, CSV, of course, and then PDF as well. And we include some PDF customization and styling options too. And the great thing about this is that you can export data and you can share it really easily just using a secure link. So if you need to give someone access to your entry data, you don't have to create them an admin login for the website. You can just send them a link to download the data.
Hmm. Yeah, and a lot of people set up links in their Gravity Forms notifications so that um, they get a link that automatically clicks to that generates a PDF, for example. And you can attach the PDF to the email, or you can include a link that goes to the attachment itself, so you don't have to attach anything. But it's really a great way Gravity Export is to generate reports based on the submissions that you have. So instead of having somebody log into the website, uh, go to click Gravity Forms, click entries, find the form that you're trying to get reports on, check a bunch of boxes, click export. This automatically does that, and it saves a ton of time. It makes it a lot easier for either you or your clients to gain access to this data in a way that is easily digestible. It's a great reporting tool.
Yeah, and you can also send your data to Dropbox. You can send it to another server using FTP.
Yeah, and let's say you have again for education, let's a student registers for a class. The registration could just automatically show up in a Dropbox file that you are already using to manage that class. Like your whole systems, every time you take a look at your systems and like what you're doing every day to manage grunt work, that is an opportunity to automate, and that's an opportunity to use GravityKit products to improve your flow. And that's where Gravity Export is one of these tools that unlocks so much potential for our customers to save themselves time, to save their customers time, to make everybody look good. And like, oh, thank you so much for removing so many steps from my daily life and just simplifying it and having it all work. That's what GravityKit can do for you, and that's what GravityKit can do for your customers or clients.
Yeah, and if you have any questions at all about the deals or about our products or anything else, please do let us know. You can drop it in the live chat on YouTube, or you can ask questions on Facebook. We're streaming there too. So please feel free to do that. We're here to answer them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just going through our different deals, and Gravity Charts is another fantastic add-on, very popular. Allows you to create some really beautiful visualizations for your Gravity Forms data. We support a range of different chart types. We have a wide array of customization options. You can customize the look and feel of your charts just using, without any need for code or anything like that. It's all in the interface. You get a live preview of your chart as you make changes, so you can see what it looks like. You can embed those on the front end very easily. It also, of course, it integrates with Gravity View. So if you're building like a front end display with your data in a table, for example, with Gravity View, you can embed a chart widget at the top. And yeah, it's very powerful add-on. I've built a number of different dashboards using Gravity View with Gravity Charts. We have clients who've done that as well, created things like affiliate platforms where affiliates can track how many referrals that they have and how many payments that have been made to them, things like that. So
Yeah, and you
yeah.
can track, if you have a form that captures referral source, you can have like a pie chart for like the campaign code that's being used, and you can have referrals over time and revenue over time and all this stuff. Like all whatever you want to chart, you can chart it with Gravity Charts.
Totally. So next on the list is Gravity Calendar. Really powerful for displaying Gravity Forms entries as like events on a calendar. And it's just a feed. So it's a Gravity Forms feed, so you can have multiple calendars if you want per form. Again, there's extensive options for customizing the calendar layout. We've got a number of different layouts that we support. You can use dynamic content in the description, in the event description. And yeah, all you need is a form with a date field, and those entries will be added to the calendar. So it's great for like schedules, if you want to display upcoming events for your school or your organization, things like that. You can even create like a vacation calendar where like members of your team can just fill out a form to say when they're going to be on vacation, and that'll pop up on the calendar, which can be made public. Yeah, and it integrates with Google Calendar and Apple Calendar, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier about education and as a segment of our customer base, there's a tool called GradeLink that is a SaaS that people use for student information management and stuff like that. They have calendars, they have grading, they have standards-based reporting, they have all this different stuff, right? All these things that you can build out with GravityKit. Their base plan, from what I understand, is $97 a month. Now, with all access lifetime, 1 year of GradeLink would be the same as buying an all access lifetime plan, and you get it forever. Buy it once and get it forever. So that's just a reminder of like the difference in scale between using a SaaS and using software like we're offering here with our lifetime plans. It's such a good deal to grab a lifetime plan, and it's a great time to get started with an annual plan. To instead of $97 a month, if you're only using a few different functions for GradeLink, 2 of our add-ons would be the same thing for 1 month of GradeLink. So you can save thousands of dollars for your organization using GravityKit All Access or GravityKit individual add-ons.
Yeah, exactly. And as a reminder, we, like Zach was saying, we have annual plans, but we also have lifetime options as well. So you can toggle between those and to select what's best for you. And then, yeah, so here we have Gravity Actions over here, which is a really neat add-on for kind of optimizing your workflow and saving a lot of time when it comes to editing entries. So Gravity Actions enables you to bulk update Gravity Forms entries. So if you're working with a lot of different forms and a lot of different entries, it can get very tedious having to edit them one by one and update the data if you need to. Gravity Actions makes it super easy.
And it
So you can
also
bulk,
does cool things like bulk emailing as well.
yeah,
So if you wanted to do a search for, if you wanted to filter by like only emailing parents that have students that are a certain age, if you have the form configured to have that information, you can filter the entries for that form. Check a box that says, select all entries. Create an email right there. You don't have to leave your flow. You don't have to export them into a CSV, copy and paste it into your email application. You don't have to go to your, I don't know, whatever CRM you're using. You can do that all from within Gravity Forms. So Gravity Actions is a great step to turning Gravity Forms itself into a CRM. And that's what a lot of our tools can do with, we have some free add-ons as well, Casey, like the Gravity Forms entry tags add-on, which allows you to tag entries like you would in a CRM. So install that, and you can filter by that tag quickly, check the box to email everybody and email them. And that's the example of like how you can just build out applications that you want. And GravityKit turns Gravity Forms into a full application builder and a full SaaS replacement. So Gravity Actions, yes, bulk updating and bulk emailing.
yes. So let's move on to Gravity Edit. So yeah, Gravity Edit basically allows you to edit your Gravity Forms entries a lot faster than you would usually be able to. So in Gravity Forms, to edit a single entry, usually you have to find the entry, then click into it, make the updates, update it, and then go back to the entry screen. Gravity Edit allows you to do all of that inline, so without actually clicking into the entry itself. You can edit entries directly from the entries screen. And it also integrates with Gravity View. So if you're using Gravity View to display your entry data on the front end, you can use Gravity Edit to edit that information directly inline on the front end.
Yep. And the number for 340% faster, this is not some arbitrary number. I took hours of meticulously logging and cataloging with my phone's stopwatch app. I was tracking the time it took to edit entries on a page, and I would go through and I would make sure that I would do multiple runs. So I think this is the average of like 10 different runs of editing 20 entries at a time. And this 340% faster. I actually had runs where I was like, it saved me even more time than that. I didn't want to get carried away. I didn't want it to seem outrageous. So I took one of the lower averages of the possible ranges that I was talking about. So 340% faster, it could be 500% faster. It's 340% faster is a conservative estimate, because instead of clicking in the Gravity Forms entries list, instead of clicking into the entry, clicking edit, clicking, find the field you want to edit, editing it, clicking save, going back to the entries list, that is a lot of time and a lot of clicks and a lot of pain that you don't have to do when you use Gravity Edit. And I think it's going to be, if you ever edit Gravity Forms entries, Gravity Edit is for you. $49 is a deal. Grab it, install it. You'll thank us later. Because it's a huge time saver.
Once you use it, you can't go back to regular editing.
It's true.
It's one of those things.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, what about Gravity revisions?
Gravity revisions. We had a lot of customers. So Gravity View makes it so easy to make changes and make edits. Gravity Edit makes it so easy to make changes and make edits to entries. One of the problems is when you make the change, where does it go? What happens? The data, if you enter the wrong data, if you change something you didn't intend to change, you might regret it later. So Gravity revisions make sure you never regret it, because you always have a backup of what happened. Every time you make a change to the entry, it creates a backup. And then there's a graphic interface where you can see a list of all the different revisions. It's the same interface that WordPress itself uses, so it's very familiar. You can compare, say, I want to use this version, click restore, and you have that data back. And that's across all different fields. So Gravity revisions is truly a site saver. And I think that if you're installing, even if you don't install any other Gravity Forms add-ons that we sell, Gravity revisions, if you have a team that's making changes to entries, install this. It's going to be something that you will be pleased with. You don't have to do a full website restore. You don't have to do a database backup and like figure out what entries and entry IDs, all that stuff. It gets so complicated, Casey. Instead, you can just have Gravity revisions and click restore to the version that you want. And your employee or yourself or your client, when they have the anguished face and they say, oh my gosh, I think I broke the site, because they don't worry. I've already thought of this. Gravity revisions is here to help. You click and restore.
Yeah, and that goes for forms as well.
If
That's
you
true. delete a field from one of your actual forms by mistake, you can recover that using Gravity revisions.
Casey, I actually forgot that we have that amazing functionality. That's such a good feature.
So good, yeah.
You get the form just the way you want it, and then something changes, and you don't know why. You don't know who did it. You don't know why it happened. With Gravity revisions, you actually can see who made a change and what change was made, and you can revert it. And it's so easy. So Gravity forms is forms as well as Gravity Forms entries.
Yeah, and it's super important if you're working with form, like especially longer forms, maybe like application forms or grant
It's so easy
application
to
forms.
mess it up.
Like you need version control for that kind
And
of
if you
thing.
have
It's
two
super
tabs
important.
open and
Yeah.
like it, and the takeover pop-up doesn't work properly, which it sometimes doesn't, you might make a change and you might regret it.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
and
check this out from Ken.
yeah.
Ken writes, I just used Gravity Edit, so this is a recent thing, to update over 2,400 entries in under 2 hours. That's freaking awesome, Ken. That's a lot of entries.
Yeah.
So that's 1,200 entries an hour. That's 200 entries a minute. No, is that true? I think so. Hold on a second, Ken. Are you a
That's
superhuman?
impressive.
That's that's amazing. Yeah, he said I didn't think of using gravity actions. Well, gravity actions, it would update them all to the same value. So if that's something that you were doing, then yeah, you could have done it in 2 seconds. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. It just depends. If you're updating them to different values,
If you were
then
updating them to
you
different
couldn't.
values, then it wouldn't have. Yeah. But that's awesome. Yeah, Gravity Edit, like I love that we offer these tools because it saves people so much time. 100 entries in 5 minutes, 20 entries a minute. That's awesome. Damn. So yeah, thanks,
Awesome.
Ken, for sharing. I need to work on my update skills, Casey. get up to Ken levels.
Yeah. Cool. So here we have Gravity Math,
Oh
another one of our
no. Oh
add-ons.
geez. Sorry, Casey. Ken writes, I added a number field to default value of 1. Oh, Ken. Oh, that could have been done with gravity actions, I'm afraid. That's sad. Next time, Ken, we can do that with gravity actions. Damn it. Oh, next time we aren't doing a good enough job, Casey. We need to spread the word. Oh. Well,
We want
thanks
to
for
save you
using Gravity
time.
Edit, Ken. And that exact situation is why we created Gravity Actions, because we were doing something like that where I had to go in there and do it all. And I think I had ended up like spending an hour doing like a custom SQL thing. It was a huge pain in the neck. And we're like, you know what? There's got to be a better way than doing this. Nice. Ken said, I know, I'll remember it. And Ken, and for anybody out there, whenever you're undertaking a big thing that takes a lot of time and you're like, okay, here I go, shoot our support an email and say like, hey, is there anything y'all offer that can make this easier for me? And we either do, or we might be able to suggest a way that could save some time, because we want to make sure that you are getting the most out of our tools and Gravity Forms and WordPress as a whole. And we are happy to help in any way we can. So it's not like, if it's not related to our website or like to our plugins, we will say no. We're going to try to help you accomplish what you need done. So Ken, if that example, if it required a SQL query that would query the database, our support team would try to help you with that as well. So it's not just anytime you have we want to be your people that you ask for advice on how to do things. So please ask away. We're here to help. We're your partners in success. So please, even if you're like, Ken is a super amazing power user, and I just forgot that we had a huge function for gravity revision. It's hard to keep all the stuff in our head. We do a lot. So just make sure to ask support if you have any questions. We are so happy to help, and we love saving you time. So please do.
Yeah, totally. We have a lot of documentation describing a lot of things that you can do. We have a lot of hundreds of blog posts and guides on our website as well. But obviously, can always contact support with specific questions. Yeah, Ken says I can always count on support. Yeah, absolutely. They are amazing and always ready to help. Yeah. So with Gravity Math, you can do advanced calculations using your Gravity Forms data. And Gravity View, again, is integrated. So you can do those calculations on entry data that's in a view if you're using Gravity View to display data on the front end. But yeah, Gravity Math, just using a simple shortcode, you can output calculation results anywhere on your website. So one of the use cases for this, which will help understand the functionality, is like for donations. So if you're taking donations using Gravity Forms, you could display the total amount donated, for example, using Gravity Math, or you could display the total number of donations that you've received. And you can integrate that with Gravity View and create like a dashboard where you can track how many donations you've received and the amount, and you can add gravity charts to have charts of donation amount over time. You can do all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, and you can do things like if you want to have a live counter of how many entries have been submitted to a certain form that matches a certain query, you can embed that in any page on your website using our shortcode. So if you want to have a random page on your site that says over X number of donations received, if you want to have if you want to integrate it with gravity charts and have like a fundraising thermometer, that's something that you can do with Gravity Math and Gravity Charts as well.
Yeah, Gravity Math is very powerful. Another thing we have with Gravity View is a summary widget where you can output like a summary metrics of your data. So you can like group your data by different categories and then look at like the average value for each category, for example, and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities.
And so let's say
And
you get all this set up, Casey. You use all our incredible tools to build your applications, to build your SaaS replacements with using a lifetime plan, and like just you have access to everything and you build it perfectly and you want to set it up for another client. How do I do that?
well, you can use Gravity Migrate. That's exactly why we built this tool. Essentially allows you to migrate a full Gravity Forms setup, including all of your entries, your forms, your views, your add-on data, other feeds that you might have, like charts or calendars. You can package that all up and migrate it over to a new website. And once the migration is finished, everything will be exactly the way you had it on the old site. So it makes it super easy to do that. Whether you're moving stuff to a new site or you've set up a template of a certain app that you've built, and you want to just install that on a new client site to get started, you can do that all with Gravity Migrate.
Yeah, and I just realized like one of the most basic use cases of Gravity Migrate, very basic, but this is also really powerful. So Gravity Forms, you want to export your forms and import them into a new website. You do that one form at a time. You can export all the forms, right? If you want, you can export them all at once. But then to import them into Gravity Forms, you import them one form at a time. That is a lot of time Gravity Migrate can save you. You can export all the forms and import all the forms at once. That right there saves you $49 of your time. Make your life easier. Get some Gravity Migrate in your life. Because that is the most basic example. You can also import and migrate entries with Gravity Migrate. Entries, Gravity Math, anything that we have, like any pages that have short codes, you can choose to migrate those as well. So you have a contact page that has a Gravity form embedded on it. We will import that page. We will update the page ID in that page, or the form ID in that page, to match the new form on your new website. We migrate things from one place to another and do a lot of fancy stuff in the background to make sure that your migration works well. And you can migrate forms, feeds, all your notifications and confirmations and integrations and settings, your Gravity Forms settings, all of this stuff migrated with Gravity Migrate. One of the cool things that we do that Gravity Forms doesn't do, we zip. You can password protect your zip. which is really nice to have baked in security for your exports. So normally with Gravity Forms, you export a zip of, or like a single form, it's a JSON file. It doesn't have a password. You export, multiple forms. It's a zip file maybe that doesn't have a password. Everybody has access to that. Well, what if you don't want everybody to have access to that? What if you want it to be password protected? You want it to be shared in a way that is secure? Well, Gravity Migrate, you can set a password for your migration file to make sure that your migration is secure and the data, your entries, your forms, your pages, your feeds, your confirmations, everything is securely password protected. So that's something that Gravity Migrate does. It's just one of the many features that that it has is password protection baked in.
Yeah, great point. So, heading down the page here. Oh, we have a really lovely testimonial from Tony Jenkins. Runs a nonprofit organization, and they build a lot of custom functionality for their website and their members using GravityKit. And they said, running a nonprofit in the 21st century requires creativity and resourcefulness. GravityKit allows us to be proficient, accomplishing more with less. And I think that's true of a lot of nonprofits. They're working with limited resources, and GravityKit is really a way to accomplish a lot with a very affordable solution.
And Tony, his organization was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, right?
Yes.
It's amazing. So
Yeah.
Nobel Peace Prize nominee Tony Jenkins, not just PhD. Like not
Yeah.
we're not talking somebody who doesn't have bona fides. He's saying that to run a nonprofit, GravityKit allows them to accomplish more with less. Nobel Peace Prize nominee. So don't take our word for it.
It's amazing. And they're quite a large nonprofit, a lot of members around the world. And yeah, they run on GravityKit. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So scrolling down here, we have a list of all of our lifetime offers. And you can select the plan that you're interested in. We have plans for single sites, 3 sites, and 50 sites. And yeah, everything has a lifetime offer this year. So we are doing a GravityKit All Access Lifetime. That is just for the sale period. That really is an incredible deal. You get access to all the tools that we offer, just one payment, lifetime updates. We have lifetime for Gravity View Pro, Gravity View, and all of our other individual add-ons as well.
Yeah. Grab it while it lasts. We're going to keep the lifetime plans for our individual add-ons available, but they will not be so affordable. They're going to be we're right now with the 3 site, for example, it's $100 off. So you're saving $100 if you buy it now. So grab it while it lasts.
Yeah. I should
That's
have
for the 3 sites. For 50 sites, you save even more. Is it 150 or? Yeah, it's $150. That's awesome. For Gravity View, for Gravity Import, any of our add-ons. That's a great deal.
Yeah, it really is. And if I scroll all the way to the bottom, we have our lifetime agency pass. So this is for anyone who's using GravityKit on a number of different websites. Typically agencies will build solutions for wide array of clients. And we are now offering an agency pass. So you can use GravityKit on up to 50 websites. It's just a single payment. You get access to everything that we offer, all the tools that we've gone through today. And yeah, it's $500 off. So if there was ever a time to go for it, it's definitely now.
Yeah. Like I'm glad I don't do agency work anymore because honestly, it just wasn't for me. There's too much to keep track of, and I love what I do. I much prefer it. If I were running an agency, I would buy this, and I would use it, and I would be grateful for it existing every single time. And guess what? If you want more than 50 sites, contact support. Let us know. We will work with you during the sale to make sure that you get a good deal for what your needs are. So if you need 200 sites, if you need 500 sites, let us know. We will work with you to scale the sale to meet your needs.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have any questions about any of the deals or any of the products, feel free to ask us. You can leave questions in the chat right here on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching, or you can just send a message to our support and they'll get back to you very soon. And that's support@gravitykit.com.
Yeah, and Casey, can you show the quote at the bottom there?
Oh yeah.
At the bottom of the very
Oh, at
bottom
the
of
bottom.
yeah.
There we go.
And I'll read it out loud because I
Are
wrote
you
it.
gonna quote
The whole
yourself, Zach?
team, the whole team is here to help you get the most out of Gravity Forms and GravityKit. I, Zach Katz, am confident that GravityKit will help you build and maintain better websites faster. I guarantee your productivity will skyrocket or your money back. That is something I truly believe in, and I will stand by, and the whole team does too.
Yeah, and that's real. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if the tools aren't for you, you can just let us know. No problem there.
Yeah.
But we all of our customers get a lot of value from all of our tools, and we're sure that you will too.
Ken already heard back from support, and he has access to the layout builder. Awesome support as usual. That's great.
Amazing.
I love that. Yeah, so layout builder is one of the things we're going to be bringing to GravityKit in the next year. Early next year, we're going to bringing layout builder, which revolutionizes how you build views with Gravity View. Gravity View in the past, you've had fixed layouts for the list view view type, but now we're going to be able to build columns and rows of your entry data, which is really exciting. And that's coming early next year. We're super excited about that. And we also have some other layouts coming to Gravity View as well, right?
Yeah, so very, very exciting. We have a brand new layout coming soon, which is the data views layout. So Zach, do you want to explain what data views is and the significance it has in WordPress itself?
Yeah, let me pull up a website that talks about data views.
Yeah. And while Zach's doing that, if anyone has any questions about anything, deals or products, please feel free to ask us in the chat. We will answer them. We're currently talking about Gravity View and the new functionality that's coming to the plugin very soon.
Yeah, and I'm pulling it up here. So I'm going to share my screen, and it's not going to be necessarily the best screen share you've ever seen. But here we go. So this is on WordPress.org talking about data views, adding images to the media library. This data views is a library that allows you to display data in different layouts. So this is talking about using data views to display images that will eventually replace the media library built into WordPress. You can see here that the add media from screen is being displayed in a table. This is being powered by data views. And it has a bunch of functionality baked into it where you can display things as a grid. This is a grid here, also powered by data views. You might have seen it if you're using newer WordPress versions for page management and for template patterns. This is powering, data views is powering this screen. And imagine this, but instead of being posts or pages or template patterns, it's your entry data and your images from your entries and descriptions from your entries. All this will be possible using our data views template. I'm going to press play and it'll show hopefully how you can sort with data views baked in.
Yeah, it's got some really powerful functionality baked into it.
Yeah, all this is baked in. You can show and hide fields that people can reveal later. So if the front user on the front end wants to show columns that are hidden, they can do that using this menu that you're seeing them use right now. Update pagination. There are tags you can see that's something that data views has baked in. Has some nice search functionality that's
Filters, yeah.
also possible with some different specific field types.
And you can actually change the layout on the front end.
Yeah, they haven't shown that yet, but hopefully they get to that.
Right.
Oh, it's a dog. So that is an example of data views. They don't show the layout switcher, but that is an example of some of the things that you can do with data views. And you can that we're almost ready to release it. Duke has been working hard on it. I'm excited about it because before you would have to choose, I want a table layout, I want a grid layout, I want a list layout. You would have to have 3 different layouts in Gravity View and 3 different views that show the data in the different ways. With data views, you can have one view, choose which layouts you want to enable or disable, and you're done. The same data is displayed in different ways. You can search, sort, filter exactly like you normally do with Gravity View, but it's powered by a modern table grid list layout that's baked into WordPress. So it's going to feel WordPress native in a way that nothing else
Yeah.
has in Gravity View. Like Gravity View hasn't used native WordPress libraries before, so we're really excited to release this, and that's coming soon.
Yeah, and more of WordPress is going to be powered by this, right? Like the media library, also like the full site editing when you're like choosing patterns, stuff like that, like pattern libraries. All
And
of this
anytime you
is
see a table, like a
data
listed
views.
table, like posts table, or like Gravity Forms entries table, that's going to,
Right.
I predict, eventually be powered by data tables or so data views.
Yeah.
um, so that's all coming, and we are happy to usher in this new era. And as they add functionality, which is happening all the time with the data views component, we're going to be inheriting that functionality into GravityKit and Gravity View. So we benefit from WordPress core being enhanced.
Yeah, that's a great point because they're continually working on it and adding new stuff. So all of that will come to Gravity View, which is awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Casey, what's next?
Well, let's see. Should we talk a bit about Elementor and our
Yeah.
plans going forward?
Yeah. So we've heard from a bunch of customers over the years that they use Elementor, they use Divi, they use something other than the block editor, and we are
Yeah,
okay with that. We we so
we
far have only
understand.
seen, what's that?
We understand.
We understand. Block editor is has its days of being easy to use, but those days are kind of few and far between. Um,
Yeah.
and we are building out integrations with Elementor to start off with. So with Gravity View, you're going to be able to embed a Gravity View widget with Elementor and configure it and style it in a way that you can't do anywhere else currently. Like we're starting with Elementor. We're going to be then moving that functionality into Divi and into the block editor. But first off, we're going to do it in Elementor. Gravity View embedding as a widget, Gravity Charts, Gravity Calendar, all this stuff is going to be baked into Elementor, or like it's going to be added to Elementor. And so if you have Gravity Charts installed and you have Elementor installed, you will automatically see a Gravity Charts widget, and you'll be able to configure it as you want, which is really neat.
Yeah, a lot of people use Elementor to create like front-end designs for their website and use GravityKit for like data management stuff. And now we can bring those well, soon you're going to be able to bring those two things together and have, this kind of no code suite that you can use, or low code suite that you can use. So yeah, we're really excited about the integration, the integrations that are coming up. As a first step towards that, we created a free integration with Gravity Forms. So we have this Gravity Forms widget for Elementor. It's completely free to download on our website, and it allows you to embed a Gravity Form just using an Elementor widget, and then you can configure it and add some basic styles as well inside Elementor. So it keeps you from having to like copy and paste short codes and do stuff like that. It's all done inside Elementor. So inside the same interface, and just makes it really easy. And yeah, like Zach was saying, this is going to come soon to our add-ons as well. Gravity View, Gravity Charts, Gravity Calendar. So you'll be able to embed and configure these different displays, views, calendars, charts, all inside the Elementor page builder.
And there are a lot of other Gravity Forms Elementor widgets out there. There's one from PowerPack. There's one, like, there are a bunch out there. I installed them. They're no good in the sense that, I mean, they're fine, right? But like, they're not as good as ours. And one of the easy ways to prove that is to embed a Gravity Forms widget and see whether it's styled properly or not. Ours is styled properly. And that little thing makes a big difference when you're using a what you see is what you get page builder like Elementor. You want to make sure that your embedded form looks right. And that's what we made sure was the case with our Elementor widget. So check it out. Install it. It's absolutely free, 100% free. If you go to our products page, you can find it for free. And just download it and use it. Yeah. Click on products,
scroll down. Yep.
Under free add-ons, free plugins.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not just the Elementor widget. We have several other free plugins too. So we have Gravity Forms entry tags. You can add like a tag field to Gravity Forms, tag your entries. The tags are also searchable. Really cool if you're working with like CRM type functionality. Gravity Form 0 spam, get rid of all the spam entries that you have that you receive through your Gravity Forms. And also you can receive summary reports to your email about spam submissions. And then we have the Gravity Forms event field, which adds a
Casey, I love this field.
Yeah.
Has anybody out there ever tried to make an event in Gravity Forms? Raise your hand, because you know how many fields are involved in creating an event. Oh, and Ken asks, would we reach out to your support if you have questions with zero spam? Yes, please do, Ken. Any GravityKit add-ons, please email us, support@gravitykit.com. For the event field, there is event location, event start time, event end time. Is it a full date? Is it, if it's not a full day, what's the time zone? What's the start date? What's the end date? What's the, are there any, what am I missing, Casey?
Did you say description?
Yeah, event description, event title.
Yeah.
All those are a lot of fields that you'd have to add one by one by one by one. And then they don't necessarily work well together. So you have like a start time and an end time, and if you select a start time, then the end time is before the start time, then it's fine, and it gets all complicated. With the event field, you add one field, and it makes it all the rest of it simple. It integrates with Gravity Calendar. So if you have ever run an event and you use Gravity Forms to gather that information, install Gravity Forms event field and then install Gravity Calendar, and your life will be easier. I guarantee it. I love the event field plugin. I'm so glad we made it, Casey.
Yeah, it's super helpful and it's very popular. Lots of people are enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah. And talking about popular add-ons, Zach, Gravity
Oh,
Export Lite.
oh, hot damn. Yeah.
Yeah. So we mentioned Gravity Export before, allows you to export your data to a variety of formats and do all kinds of cool stuff with reporting. Gravity Export Lite is the free version, which enables you to export your entries directly to an Excel file, and makes it super easy. You can just set up an export, choose which fields to include in your spreadsheet, and you can add filters and stuff like that. And then you get a link, a secure, shareable link that you can send to somebody if they need access to the data. They can download the report, and yeah, the report will update automatically as you receive new entries. So it's kind of one of those things you just configure once, then you forget about it, and it just takes care of all your kind of reporting needs, which is awesome.
Yeah. And we have, I think, what is it? Over 10,000 people are using Gravity Export Lite.
Yep, over 10,000 people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 5-star rating on WordPress.org.
Developed by our own Duca Norge. So
Yeah,
good job, Duca.
people love it.
Yeah. So Casey, let's remind the folks listening what our deal is one more time. We've
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
amazing. Only during the sale, GravityKit All Access, we are providing a lifetime plan, and once the sale's over, our lifetime all access is going away. So grab it now because 500 bucks off is such a good deal. You to gain all access to everything we make for now and for as long as GravityKit's been around. Will be around. We've been around for 10 years already. I hope we're going to be around another 10, another 20 years after that, and we're going to be keeping on adding functionality, improving our existing functionality, providing excellent support. You get access to a lifetime of updates for $14.99 forever. Like not just for once, forever.
Yeah,
So it's a good deal.
it's an amazing deal. It's going to be on offer until December 2nd, so not that long to go. It's
Yeah,
definitely
and if
worth
you've never used
picking this
GravityKit
up.
before, buy it now, try it out, and we have a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't love it, if you don't absolutely adore it, if you aren't finding it useful, if you don't actually end up installing it, um, ask for a refund. We'll give you a refund. Here's the deal. I do that a lot, right? Where I buy something and I don't end up using it, um, and then I end up buying it again. This year, our site's running site-wide sales plugin by my friend Jason Coleman and Kim Coleman. We've paid for that for 3 years now, Casey. I'm finally using it now, and it's like, oh shoot, why didn't we use this all along? It's a great
Yeah.
plugin. So that's kind of one of the ways that you can do this. You can buy all access now. You can forget about it for a few years and remember, oh, I have access to all this tools, and you'll have a lifetime plan. If you buy the lifetime plan, you can install it and say, oh, right, all this incredible functionality that would have saved me hundreds of hours over the past few years, I still have access to it. It's still working and it's still wonderful. So just a reminder, all access, lifetime plan, it's a good deal regardless of whether you use it this year or not.
Yeah, it's really huge value, and we're going to keep adding more value as time goes. We've got new, exciting updates in the works. So
Yeah, and
really,
the just a reminder as well to our customers out there, when we use Gravity Forms a lot too. Casey uses our tools more than anybody in the team because he's constantly using GravityKit to provide demonstrations for what we do with GravityKit, how our customers use it. When we encounter problems or when we encounter gaps in functionality, we don't just say to ourselves, "Oh, that's unfortunate that we can't do that." No, we say, "Oh, that's something we can't currently do. How do we fix this? How do we make this easier for our customers?" And we take it on and we try to implement it. And that's the mindset that you're buying into when you buy into GravityKit. Is an approach of problem solving and also can do implementation that makes it easy for our customers to fix their problems that they encounter day to day with no code or low code. And that's what we're bringing to the table, and that's what you're buying into when you buy into GravityKit. Great support, great functionality, and a dedication to enhancing and improving our customers' lives over the years. So it's not just this is a static thing that you get access to. We're evolving, we're dynamic, we are continually making our products better and providing support for them daily.
Yeah, well said. And if anybody has any questions about the products or the deals or anything else, please let us know. You can drop a message in the chat on YouTube or on Facebook, or you can message us on support at gravitykit.com. We will get back to you ASAP and answer all the questions that you have. So yeah, GravityKit All Access, $500 off the lifetime plan, 50% off the annual plan. We also have Gravity View Pro annual and lifetime options. So once again, 50% off the annual plan, and we have a $150 off the lifetime plan. This is for 3
That's a
sites,
good
I
deal.
believe.
That's a good deal.
Yes, this is a great deal. Gravity View Pro includes Gravity View, as well as all of our premium extensions and layouts for Gravity View.
And not just
Including
current
future
ones,
ones.
but future ones as well. Yeah. So we're about to release that data views layout that we were talking about. We're about to add layout builder functionality to Gravity View to add columns and rows, as well as just adding fields to predefined places. So you're getting access to Gravity View enhancements throughout.
Yes, indeed. So there's really so much you can do with Gravity View Pro. It's really a fantastic package for building all kinds of dynamic web apps using Gravity Forms. So any data you collect with Gravity Forms, you can take that, display it on the front end. You can display it on a map, or you can build like tables with advanced sorting and exporting features with data tables. You can create directories, you can create job boards, all kinds of powerful stuff. And then, of course, we have the extensions that are included with Gravity View Pro, like advanced filtering, where you can, filter your data using conditions and do all kinds of really fancy stuff.
Yeah. So Casey, thank you for being with us during this live stream, and thanks all who've been watching. And we are going to be live at least one more time this week, and we are going to be answering your questions and showing and talking about the sale and showing what GravityKit can do. But I think that's what we've got for today.
Yeah, this was great. We've got so many awesome deals, and yeah, we hope you'll take advantage of them.
Yeah, please do. And if you have any questions, again, please email our excellent support team at support@gravitykit.com. Also, if you ever have any questions and you want to talk to me personally, I am happy to answer them, and I will give you a straightforward, honest answer. If GravityKit's not the right toolkit for you, I will suggest something else that is. You can get one-on-one time with me at gravitykit.com/consultation. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. And yeah, from Leverett, Massachusetts, this has been Zach at gravitykit.com.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.
See you all. Thank you.